He's such a bird herder.
Did he hurt one?
Not herter, herder.
He's my herder, not my herder, right?
Right.
He's really into that hard rock, hard metal.
Yeah.
Is that what they headbang to?
I think that's what they headbang to.
I can only imagine that's just raging through his head right now.
That is funny.
My favorite. Spruce gonna get in on the action. That's Miss Bluesy. She's been awful vocal. Oh, thanks. Yeah, like that. Very vocal the last few days. Think she's at the end of a heat cycle. Got spider web over it, isn't it? Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. Absolutely beautiful day today.
It's so pretty. Bruno and I went on a walk and I got some footage of some of the leaves changing colors and it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'm in a t-shirt.
That's true. I just have a long sleeve t-shirt on.
It's perfect.
It's gonna be in the 60s today.
In our last video, we talked about the sprinkle rain stuff, and there was a lot of comments that defined that for me as drizzle. I know that word. I don't like it. I don't know why.
I just couldn't think of that word whenever I was...
I don't like it, but there were a couple of comments that got creative.
Yes.
And so I'm going to adopt this from you guys, and it's going in the cautionary. It's a spizzle. It's like a sprinkled drizzle, a spizzle.
Well, yeah, a sprinkled drizzle. Yeah, it's a spizzle.
Is it acceptable?
Yeah, I was trying to think about if it's misting or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah. Well, we just wanted to start the video right here because we ourselves were standing on the driveway. I know the lighting is not perfect on Shannon and I, a little dark, but if you can see behind us, it's beautiful down there. And the goats, well, they haven't been fed yet. That's why they're talking. That's why they're up here showing off, but it's just kind of pretty.
You see Miss Daisy?
I'm the king of the stump.
Little princess.
Everybody's just kind of doing their goaty thing. Hey, before we get to feeding, I did want to mention, today is Veterans Day. So from all of us here at Shady Acres, we want to say thank you to all the veterans that have helped secure the freedoms of this wonderful country.
Thank you. So we came down from going on a walk and I kept hearing this one bird. And I knew all the birds were kind of down here, but just one bird. And there was one bird in the nursery just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Couldn't figure out how to get out.
Sometimes their bird brains go in high gear and they completely forget everything they knew 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, so Bruno and I went down and helped get it out of there.
That's fun. So in our last video, if you guys saw that, we mentioned at the end that we have some big news, some exciting news, big changes. And I didn't really think about how you guys were gonna react to that. And so there's a lot of guesses out there, if you're a comment reader, guesses from both ends of the spectrum. And so I'm kind of excited to tell you guys about it today. But we gotta feed first. Dun, dun, dun.
But first,
there's more. Herc man.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy boy. Did you push your goats down into Goatville so you could have a little bit of peacetime this morning? Yeah, hi, buddy. Oh, man. My gentle giant. Gentle giant. Good morning. Has your brother been down to see you yet? That one right there? He says, I don't care. I just need to get my scratches first here. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he did not want me to help the bird get out of here without giving him some attention first.
Well, it's the rules. Haven't you read the goat pen rules?
Apparently not.
Always gotta have the good morning greeting. Yesterday, this guy had a little piece of scrap lumber, just teeny tiny little thing. And he carried it over and dropped it, and this is exactly what Herc, look at this. And Herc donated it to Brother Bruno.
Well, that was sweet.
Bruno just grabbed it, Herc didn't respond. I love it.
Good morning, everybody.
Hercules, we're gonna get you food, buddy. He always gets a little hyper. Little Mario and Koopa kind of have a different style of that sound they make. It kind of comes up just like that. It's just like it's just there. They gotta let it out. That's this guy. one of them. What's up, little Mario? What's up, little Mario? How are you, buddy? Oh, yeah. He says, don't stop. Oh, sorry, Koopa.
You can't leave him out.
No. Koopa says, if anybody's getting attention between the two of us, brother, it's me.
It cracks me up how they put their weight into each other to push them around.
These guys, these are Mario's boys, hence the name Little Mario and Koopa. And if you guys have been here a long time, you remember how much me and Mario bonded before we started smelling like urine all the time. And these boys are not far behind them. You guys had a little poop party. Whoa, hey, this is 3 against 1 now. Yeah, Larry, just get on out of there. What's that about?
Apparently, Mama wanted some attention.
Is that for attention, buddy?
What was that?
I think he was making that noise because Larry's over on the spool and was thinking about coming back. So I just looked over and Bruno still had his head and his paws under the gate while we were talking to the goats, and Herc came over and they're just nose to nose, slow tail wags, talking to one another. And we get a lot of comments from you guys and messages and things asking about when are we gonna get Herc and Bruno together? And the answer is, we don't know. We're not in any hurry. I've got to trust that Bruno will respect Hercules out on his turf from his perspective. And primarily what I mean about that, Shannon and I were talking about this last night. Bruno got to go over to Shannon's folks' house yesterday. It was the first time he's been in a house other than the camper and the cabin here, and he did a phenomenal job. We were there for hours and he wore out, and even in his overstimulated state, he was doing a pretty good job. He even cuddled with Grandpa and napped for a little bit. Got to meet some people that were coming by to tell my mother-in-law happy birthday. But as the observant trainer, I know, buddy, I'm sorry, talking about Bruno. As the over-observant trainer of a pit bull Catahoula mix, I was kind of like, okay, we're gonna keep a close eye on this. I don't want him taking Shannon's mom down or any of her friends that come over. And so I'm studying, Shannon and I were studying. His only thing is, if you're giving him attention and you think you're done and you want to turn and walk away, he says no. And his nose typically makes it right in the middle of your backside every time. Or if there's something in your hand, you're walking away, he'll kind of peg at your hand. And he's like, hey, don't, you got to give me more attention. I tell you that to say this. If he does that to Hercules, if Hercules comes out of the pen and Herc says, hey, let's go explore, but Bruno wants to continue having their greeting moment, when Herc walks away, I've got to trust that Bruno lets him walk away respectfully and just follows. Not by putting his nose in Herc's bum, because that doesn't go well. So, we're not in any rush, are we? How the goats? They hungry?
They are hungry and they're all
letting you know about it?
letting me know about it, yep.
All right.
Some pushing games over there.
Blue is definitely still in heat. The fact that Ouija's in there, tongue is out, he's spitting. All right, guys, let's get you some feet. Well, making it weird, right?
Oh my goodness.
Spruce, tell him he's making it weird.
Hey, look who's coming to visit me over here.
This is Bruno's part of his new job. He's still learning his work, his daily routine. Sometimes he sneaks in and likes to eat some of Herc's dry food.
Are you gonna help?
He doesn't realize it's the exact same food as his.
Talkative today.
Oh, I hope them.
Let's hear it, Earl.
What was that, Earl, man?
That was Earl.
Thinking little Miss Daisy's in heat as well, I think. That's your sister, brother. That's your sister.
Tell him, Daisy.
Ouija. Earl, man. Earl. And that's your mama. Settle down. I know she doesn't appreciate that, dude. Make them noises you were making a second ago. I don't even know who to point the stinking camera at. Every time I turn around, one of them makes a funny noise. Hey, dude. Ouija, that's about the loudest I've heard you be, man. Not you. I've heard louder. What are you talking about? Insert romantic music. If you don't know, that is how a handsome male goat courts a beautiful female goat by spitting and going. Battle of the big boys.
A lot of sounds coming from in here today, guys.
I don't even know where to point the camera. Every time I turn around, I hear somebody make a dumb noise.
You telling us what you think this morning?
Oh! He just
That
knocked.
was not graceful.
He knocked Harry off, and he rolled off of Herc's house.
Rude.
I don't know. Do you guys enjoy hearing all these random noises and seeing how they act when their does are in heat and all that stuff? We get it. Well, we get it every day. I mean, that's the bottom line. But some days they're very vocal, and the choir is just on point.
Come on, babies.
So Miss Daisy's like, just give me my food so I can get out of here and go hide. My brothers are weird. Earl, man.
Whoops.
Bruno, were you checking out the hay shed, buddy? You just snacking on some grain in there or something?
He likes to snack on Herc's food when I get it out.
I was telling him that, even though it's the exact same food as his,
Yeah.
there's something else to it, obviously. My goodness.
Golly, everybody is talking today.
You're getting better at that, dude. I'm proud of you. For being the biggest goat, you got one of the smallest voices, but you're working on it, aren't you? You still got a long ways to go, but
My goodness, boys.
those boys are really sounding like Mr. Spruce-a-Loose.
Oh, they messed with your gate again. It doesn't latch anymore.
When this is open all the way, it only goes about this far because this little bracket here makes contact with the 2x6. Well, when it's open, big guys like that, especially this guy right here, he likes to scratch along the fence and he keeps bending it and turning it and then it disconnects it. Blah, blah, blah. Why can't you guys just respect your pen, respect me, and the work that we go through to make it good for you? Goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh.
It gets really difficult when you're in here and he does it because it echoes.
Stay out there, Larry. Stay out. All right, Larry and Harry, come on, boys. Come on.
Herc's over there whining for Bruno. Get in there, Hair Bear. The silent observer awaits on the outskirts of the goat pen to once again be the spoiled puppy he is all day. He's selling it, isn't he, buddy? He's selling it, huh? Silly boy. You hungry, big fella? Yeah, we got your food too, dude. Yeah. Does that make you happy? Watch out, little bear. Now don't you go whacking me in the face. Man, I gotta say, whoever built this Herc hut in Tier 1 and Tier 2, I'd hire him again.
Killer job. I'd hire him too.
This thing is holding very well. I mean, you know, it's only what, a month old or so, but still.
Still though.
It's looking good. Well, it's been rained on, at least 10 inches worth. Watch out, weed. Yeah, you don't want that. Watch out, Larry Bear. Thank you. Yep, you're gonna have to go too. You're gonna have to make room as well. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know it. You're the fearless wonder, Cooper. You're fearless. Can I get this poop underneath you, please? Beep, beep. He's not like, his mama even moves for me, but he's like, yeah, I don't care. Get out. Yeah, come over here, big guy. Come here. Thank you. That's a good boy. Sweep. Do you hear the sound sweep when you sweep? Sweep. Only when there's not a goat there. Sweep. Sweep. That's normal, right?
Yeah, honey, that's normal.
You have weird thoughts in your head. Let's see how things are going over here in the hay hut. We all getting along?
I don't know if you've heard the attitude in here or not, but man.
Have you had a bad attitude?
I haven't had a bad attitude, but Spruce has had a bad attitude.
Spruce has had a bad attitude since he was born.
Is that true?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
You just pushed Daisy out of there. She's your friend.
Nope, sure didn't.
That's my foot.
Herc, get off me. Get off me.
It's all Herc's fault, huh?
Get off me.
You are like such a ridiculous eater, man. Will you just whip that hay out of there?
I think he's Spruce Bob Sassy Pants. That's what it is. You need your own show,
honey,
Spruce
honey.
Bob Sassy Pants.
Did you get all your attention from your daddy, so you need a mommy attention?
Oh, he
What's
was
going on?
milking it. I had to wipe off about 3 pounds of fur. Doo-doo,
You just need all the attention.
doo-doo,
don't you?
doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Ouija! You're weird.
So scary. Oh my goodness, so scary.
Yeah, I was loving on him. I was telling him about how your dad really wants to be able to do that with him. Basically,
Yeah.
anybody that would know, they really want to come in and just have a love fest with Herc. But at least Ken got to have the experience with Bruno yesterday.
That's true. He did. I think he was very happy about it too. All right, Herc, I got to go fill the other feeders. Can you let me go?
Yeah, he's a little clingy
You're
this
a
morning.
clingy, huh?
He's a little clingy.
You need some extra attention.
You know
today?
what?
What?
I don't think I told him thank you for keeping everybody safe last night. I
You
forgot.
didn't get told thank you?
That's
My
all I'm
goodness,
waiting
thank
on,
you for
Mom.
keeping everybody safe last night.
Thank you. It's a rough
Oh
job.
my goodness.
But I do it for these dumb
Thank
goats and you
so
guys.
much. It's so sweet of you.
That's what it was. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the middle of that. Nope.
Mama, you instigated that a little bit, lady.
She's an instigator. All right, let's go to the other feeder. Spruce, I'm taking your bucket.
Bluesy little standoffish today because these boys
Harry,
have
are
been
you
harassing
feeling
her
left
big,
out,
huh?
buddy?
I'm sorry, pretty
Let's get you
girl.
taken care
It's
of.
just because you're so pretty. That's all it is. You're just so pretty and irresistible to these boys. It's those eyes. It might be the red blush that you wear. I don't know my makeup, so don't correct me. I don't care. Oh, there, bear. Oh, you're mama's son, aren't you? Handsome. Okay. Now, if any one of you knocks over this hay feeder today, you're gonna be in trouble. I am myself gonna come back down here, pick it up, put hay back in it, and walk away, sternly. Point at you, turd. Not you. I know you're not doing it. Hercman, where'd your little brother go? Oh! Still
He's just
observing.
being super good.
Patient. I'm patient. He is such a good boy.
I think he's really exhausted from yesterday still. That was a big deal for him to go over there and spend so many hours at my parents' house.
I honestly, I haven't quite calculated it, but I'm 100% sure in that time in a normal day, there would have been 2 small recharging sessions that he missed.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very exhausted last night.
Needless to say, yeah, he was in rare form last night. And he had his moments, you know, when they get that overstimulated, you really got to be careful, especially with a dog like him, you know, and just be aware that you wore him out. I was aware that we wore him out. So when his puppy showed a time or two, that's not on him. He's a 9.5-month-old Pitahula puppy. He's a great puppy.
We pushed him to his limit. That's not his fault.
We pushed him past his limit, but he really, you know,
limit.
he didn't have any bad. Look, he's up there sleeping. He's sleeping on the job. How tired is this guy? Don't talk to me about tired. I'm watching when I open.
He did so good though, because even when my mom's friends came over yesterday, he didn't jump up on him real bad. He respected him. He was really good.
He was. That's always. In fact, we had one of our friends watches some of our videos, if I remember right. And the first thing out of her mouth was just like, guys, he is so good. Like she wasn't trying to make us feel better about anything, and it wasn't really a, you know, direct praise, if you will, but like coming from someone, she's had dogs, she's had a Catahoula even.
Yeah.
And so she sees him, she's like, oh no, he's so good. You guys, you're doing great. I'm like, oh.
Especially
Thanks.
for 9.5 months old. I'll take that.
Yeah, yeah.
Take it.
I mean, we're not in the clear. He's still a puppy. He's got plenty of time to have spells and totally embarrass himself. And I'll absolutely let you guys know when we do, because they're funny. But overall, becoming an amazing dog. I think when the girls are in heat, the goats, he kind of gets in a different form as well. And that's why he's so clingy, just because he's saying like, hey, I'm kind of keeping these boys at bay as best I can. So love me.
You want some more food, Herc?
Got the shaky leg.
Put it up.
Got the shaky leg. Got to put your foot down, bub.
Put it up. Do you want some more? No? Okay.
So if you guys are relatively new here, this is a very, very condensed, quick recap. We are K&S Get Out. Kyle, K, Shannon, S. And the Get Out comes from that we were city folks. We still at our core kind of city folks, and we worked corporate jobs. I'm a former IT professional. She's a former absolute professional banker. And we left it all behind. We were done with the stress. We were done with that lifestyle. We thought, man, there's got to be more to this life. So what you see here is this was a raw piece of land, 20 acres. We came out and did everything you see. And there's a ton of videos about it. In fact, I kind of went back and reminisced the other night.
Did you?
I had forgotten so much. I think the biggest shocker was when I saw you holding this guy in your arms. He still had a big head. You were born with a big head. But it just kind of gave me a...
There's no way I could hold him again.
Oh, shoot, no.
He's huge.
It's hard enough for me, to be honest. And he's a wiggle worm. But we knew there was more to life, and this is what we came up with. This is what God put in front of us, and we've enjoyed it. As you know, if you've been with us, there have been so many challenges, but through those challenges, we have learned. However, on this channel, we have shown a lot of the builds and what you've seen us do with that, and the building of the shed, and the maintenance of the camper, the cabin, all that stuff. And we're gonna keep that over here. But our big news is that we feel like we've been holding out on some really fun footage. That is the animals. Shannon and I do so much for them, and we feed them twice a day. We're down here multiple times, hanging out with them, whatever, and we're robbing you guys. You need more footage of these animals. If that's what you're here for, if that's what drew you to our channel, I get it. I totally get it. So, what are we gonna do about it?
We have started a second channel, and it is called DOS Acres. You'll find it in the link below, and we're gonna premiere its first video right after this one. So, if animals are what you wanna see, then DOS Acres is the place for you. It's like a song.
DOS Acres is the place for you. I thought
that was perfect.
That was perfectly terrible. We were saying different, you gotta sing the same words. I thought you were going, that's okay.
That's how we roll.
We're gonna try to make it like first person. What does it look like when we come down and feed? We still talk to the animals, and they still talk back. So there will be plenty of dialogue, but some of it may just be raw footage of the animals being animals.
A lot of it is gonna be raw footage of the animals being the animals.
That's what I meant to say. This kind of, guys, this happens every day.
You're ridiculous.
Whether the camera's rolling or not, these moments happen, and we want to be able to share that. Some of this was born from comments over the years. People are like, could you please find a way to get a live feed of your animals so that we'll pay to log in and just sit and watch your animals in nature. The unfortunate thing is, yes, I have the ability to put that infrastructure together, but no, we don't have the resources. We got cruddy internet out here, which is fine. We make it work for us, but that means I cannot upload that stream to you guys. So this is an attempt to share a little more of our experiences with the animals specifically, and then we'll keep the builds, we'll keep the maintenance of the land, we'll keep that stuff on K&S Get Out. Now, do we ever rebrand K&S Get Out to match Doss Acres? That's not been talked about or anything. So there's future ideas here, guys. Initially we had to get out. Well, we got out. Well, I don't want to change the channel to K&S Got Out because that's kind of a past tense weird, okay? So I wanted to join the Doss family again. I feel like they kicked me out when they wouldn't let me put Doss in a channel name.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys believe that?
Are you done telling stories yet? I feel like you're just making stuff up over here.
Yes, I am. They wouldn't do it, so I'm going to take it upon myself and say, I don't care what you say. I'm a Doss. We're going to be Doss Acres.
You're ridiculous.
It's still Shady Acres, but it's also Doss Acres. So, are we having an identity crisis? Is that what it is?
Are you having an identity? Are you having a midlife crisis? Is that what's happening?
I'm
right
not
now?
at midlife yet.
You could be.
You could be.
How do you know? I'm just saying.
You don't.
You don't know.
No, we just want to rebrand a little bit. I feel like our family has grown enough. You guys know our story, most of you, about K&S Get Out. You can go back and watch hundreds of videos of how we got here and quite honestly have a good laugh, because I went back and watched us doing some things. I was like, we put that on video and published that globally? Really? It's been funny. I got a hair, there's something going on here.
It's probably a hurt hair.
Oh yeah, I'm covered in it. So guys, be sure, help us out. Go over there. If you like our animals, if you love our animals, you definitely got to do it. Go over there and hit that subscribe button. Shayna's going to have some videos already there for you. So you can go and just binge watch, see the animals, give us your feedback, and we're going to grow this together.
Again, we're going to premiere the first video right after this.
Sorry, logistics. We're going to premiere the next, I can't even, I'm getting the look, guys. Okay, so for this video, thanks for coming along with us. This has been a fun feeding. Please go check out the other channel. We're really excited about it. We are going to be dumping so much fun footage over there and good times.
Yeah.
Guys, we love and appreciate you. We thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bruno and Bruno's birds just hanging out. Bruno and Herc were having a little stare down.